Rob G, tell us about this. The Nets. Yeah, now, usually the Lakers have been the supervillain, right? I mean, obviously they get plenty of love, but they've also been hated by those who aren't Lakers fans. But apparently, Brooklyn has supplanted the Lakers as the most hated team in the NBA. Rob G, tell us about this.
That's right. BetOnline, they are the betting gambling website, very popular. They did a geotag on Twitter all of last month where they were tracking tweets, hashtag, keyword phrases about every NBA team that fans tend to dislike the most. Things like, I hate the Lakers, I hate the Nets, Kyrie sucks, LeBron's a baby, that kind. They just found all of it. They got over 90,000
I'm surprised they got
tweets.
enough space for all that.
Over
Okay.
90,000 tweets were tracked, and they determined, according to their survey, the Nets are the most hated team in the NBA. They were the most hated in 25 states across the country. The Lakers were second with 21.
Well,
Including New York, right? They were hated in New York because the Knicks fans.
They
no?
might be. I
Actually,
wouldn't be surprised.
the Nets didn't even register in New York.
Wow. That's
it was
impressive.
all love for the Knicks.
No,
wow,
it was that they hated the
That's
Sixers.
unbelievable.
But apparently, especially if you ask New York fans, they aren't even thinking about the Nets. Allegedly,
That's ridiculous.
That's
No,
what they
I
say.
know.
That's what they say.
No,
yeah.
but Chris, there's an allegiance. Come on, the Nets just showed up a hour ago. You know what I mean? So
no,
I
get why they're still Knicks fans, but I'm saying to not even register? The Nets don't even register? The Nets have perhaps two of the top 20 players of all time. They've got 3 first-ballot Hall of Famers all smack
doesn't
dab
matter,
in the
Chris.
middle of
You
their
know that.
prime.
Come on. You know
and you
what?
giving Julius Randle more love? Stop it.
Because you're from nowhere. You're a nomad.
I'm from
You
America.
don't have an allegiance. I like the Saints. Oh, wait a minute. I spent time in Indianapolis.
I was born in Louisiana.
I like the
live
Colts.
in Indianapolis.
I lived in Cleveland. I'm a Browns guy.
live in
Go
Cleveland.
Browns. Oh, the Cincinnati Reds. I lived in
did live in
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I know you did.
I'm a
you love the Iowa.
well-traveled man.
You love the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I
right?
did live in Iowa.
I lived in Iowa. I know all about that team. I mean, stop.
Here's what I am. I'm a Midwest boy.
No, a nomad.
I'm
You're
a
LeBron.
Midwesterner.
You're the sports writer version of LeBron.
Like LeBron, I'm a Midwesterner. Ohio guy. Yes. All right. But anyway, Rob, I mean, this makes all the sense in the world to me. Let me count the ways why the Nets are the most hated team in basketball. Number 1, Kyrie Irving. I mean, not in this order, but here's one of the reasons. Kyrie. He's obviously turned people off with some of his bizarre statements. Why is Christmas a holiday? The earth is flat. The sage he's sprinkling all over the court in Boston. Then, with some of the way he kind of talks down to the media, even though people don't necessarily like the media.
They don't like the media. Just look at the Kwame Brown comments.
Right. No. But Kyrie can come off as a tad self-righteous when he's, talking down to the media and all that. Then they're going AWOL. All right. So you got Kyrie. KD. He's got burner accounts. He was burned for the one a few years ago and admitted, I still got some. They're out there, folks. Then, of course, he goes to Golden State, a 73-win team. People didn't like that. Now they think, okay, he's going to leave and do it himself. And he goes to Brooklyn, and they get a team that's at least as talented as Golden State was. The social media wars that he'll have with anybody, media, players, or just random 13-year-olds in their mom's basement. And then you got James Harden, the playoff failures. A lot of people don't like his style of play, at least before he got to Brooklyn. They felt, the drawing the fouls was cheesy and almost cheating. And then, of course, the way he left Houston. So, and then on top of all of that, Rob, they add Blake Griffin. I mean, this is the super team for the freaking ages. And so I get it. Even though I picked the Nets, I like watching them play. I actually, I'm not rooting for anybody. You root for your pick, but I like watching the Nets play. It's fun to me. It's excellent basketball to me. But I do understand why they are the most hated team, Rob.
I look at it a different way. I think the Nets actually have a chance to wind up being the heroes, to stop LeBron James, for all the people in NBA
you
America.
You think LeBron's that hated?
Yes, LeBron is a polarizing figure, Chris. You know
But
that.
he's loved, too.
No, but there's a lot of people who don't like LeBron, don't like the whole stack team, going to Miami, recruiting people, stealing their people in New Orleans. He stole Anthony Davis from them. So there's a lot of people out there and a lot of fans, I believe, who don't like LeBron. And every chance they get for him to lose, they love it. So the Nets actually, some people, they might be villains, but I think there are a lot of people who are going to rally around. And again, this will be the ABL, anybody but LeBron. And that's what the league has turned into. And the Nets could wind up carrying the flag. And they'll excuse the Nets for their super team. But it was LeBron. And they want it to be ironic that it'll be the reason why he was blocked was because KD wound up going to Golden State, and then Harden wound up going to Brooklyn with two guys. It's 2 stars already. And this will be LeBron. He might not ever win again. He'll have 4 championships in 20 seasons, and it'll have a different feel to him.
18.
No, I'm saying when he's all done.
Oh. Well,
I'm saying if he doesn't win again. If he doesn't win again in 20 years.
Here's the one thing, though. LeBron already had been blocked by a super team, the Celtics.
No, I
now,
know
granted, they weren't a player-generated one.
But I'm saying the Golden State one is the one that was the player-generated, when they recruited.
And then this.
Right.
I see, I'm with you in that. Look, I don't think they're going to be celebrated as, they took down LeBron. I don't think people are looking at it that way. I think that right now they are hated because of all the things I said earlier. But, Rob, once they win, if they win, they won't be hated. They'll be celebrated. And I saw it when Miami. Now, maybe people gave Miami a pass because they failed in the first year. And then they saw them fall. They saw them stumble. They saw them hit rock bottom. And then when they finally won it, that made them feel better. Okay, whatever the case. It was all love for Miami and LeBron once they won. Kevin Durant, when they won it, yeah, sure, some people didn't like him, but for the most part, Durant was celebrated.
Yeah, but I think LeBron is way more polarizing. And let me say this. Let me add this
my point
piece.
is just that I think super teams get people going to like them. A lot of people going to jump on the bandwagon and say, wow, look how well Harden played. KD's now got 3. Can he catch LeBron? Kyrie's got 2 championships. Wow, he's awesome. He's clutch. I think a lot of people are going to jump on the bandwagon when they win, as they did with Miami and Golden State. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. And let me give you this, too. In the BetOnline survey, the spokesman said that in addition to being the second most hated team, the Lakers are also one of the most loved teams. And this guy, he said, quote, most of the sentiment both ways comes just from the love or hate of LeBron James, end quote. And that's true. I believe that. They loved the Lakers because they're in love with LeBron James. They were a Miami Heat fan. They were a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Wherever LeBron goes, they become a fan of that team. And then the people who dislike teams, wherever LeBron goes, they don't like the team. So I think that that's an honest statement from the spokesman from BetOnline.
No, I agree. I mean, LeBron is the most polarizing player in the NBA. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you're right about that. I don't go as far as you do to think that people who are kind of indifferent to LeBron are going to be just happy that somebody beat him, just happy that he didn't win.
ABL.
Yeah. Anybody but LeBron, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Do you like Rob's take that the Nets will be celebrated just for beating LeBron if they win this championship? Your turn to weigh in 877-996-6369.
All right, let's go to Mo in Washington. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What up, Mo?
Hey, I listen to y'all all the time. I never get through. I appreciate you taking the call, especially since your Philadelphia 76ers are going to choke in the first round. But
who picked?
Who picked the Sixers?
First of all, neither of us picked the Sixers. Secondly, first round, stop it. Hey, if you're going to say they're going to lose, they got an easy route to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They
better get there, Chris. I'm with you. They better get there.
Washington's going to beat them?
No, Listen, Doc Rivers and the 70s, no, choke offs. But listen, Rob Take is not far off. I just think it's 2 years too late. I think when LeBron won the championship for Cleveland, it was a hot, felt moment or whatever. And I think it changed a lot of sentiment about him winning in general, right? The Laker fans have come around since the Laker fans have come around and changed their idea because he won them a championship. Now, the Nets are a team, and I love KD. Right? I understand he's from my area. Are a team full of weirdos. Weirdos, bro. Like weirdos.
Can they ball? Is this the weirdo Hall of Fame, or is this about basketball? Come on, man. You ain't gotta like everybody, bro. Mo.
Listen, no, I don't. Listen, I don't dislike these.
They different.
I don't dislike these people, but understand this: Kyrie is a guy, right, who thinks he's Batman, and he's really robbing. Like he's really robbing. When he had the Cleveland Cavaliers by himself, he didn't win. When he had the
when LeBron had the Cleveland Cavaliers by himself, he didn't win.
But
That's right, left.
You know that's true.
He went to a championship.
Which is he's great, but he's robbing. Yeah.
He went to a championship. He lost to a great team in the San Antonio Spurs, but he went to a championship. Kyrie had them people in
what is your ultimate point? We get you dropping little nuggets here and there, but what's your ultimate point?
Is that, listen, my ultimate point is no one is not ABL. It's not ABL anymore. 2 years ago it might have been ABL, but it's not ABL anymore.
Okay.
Right.
I'm with you on that. I don't think it's ABL.
It's ABL. I wrote a column on Deadspin about it. All right, Brandon.
Oh, that settles it then.
Brandon in Georgia, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
No wonder you were so high on this tape.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? First of all, appreciate it. Long time listeners, like second or third time callers.
All right,
good to have you.
We liked it that more people are getting in now because we limited the calls to once a week, so it's good.
Oh yeah, for sure. But when you start off a question with, do you agree with Rob's take? I mean, the answer is always no way, no how.
Wow.
Come on, like I can't believe, Chris. You're always on the money, Chris. LeBron, if he takes down the Brooklyn Nets with KD, Kyrie, James Harden, Blake Griffin, whatever Blake Griffin is at this point, he takes him down. He's the hero, Rob. What do you mean? He's the hero. He becomes the hero who took down. First of all, he'll get his revenge on Kevin Durant. Who then that'll mean he got revenge on everyone.
But Brandon, I hear what you're saying.
Brandon
but this
is
was
right.
But this was about the Nets and them being hated.
Right.
So
but
that,
Rob, if
I hear
he does
your point.
beat this juggernaut of a team,
of course you're going to give him a lot.
A lot of people are going to give mad love.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The same way they did when, for sure.
Nah, we got it, Brandon. Appreciate it. Thank you. Al in Detroit, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What up, Al?
What's going on, fellas? First time listener.
Up?
Long time. First time caller, long time listener. How y'all
Where you at in Detroit, Al?
I'm on the east side, Rob. You didn't hit me up when you was in the city last week. What's going on?
Rob don't hang around in the city.
Yes,
Rob be out there on the outskirts, man. He be in Ann Arbor.
Al, we need to go. Hey, Sweetwaters was closed down for renovations. You know that? We got to go to Sweetwaters. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Rob don't set foot near downtown, man.
But
go ahead.
I'm gonna have to agree with Rob. I think I truly believe that LeBron, once he created this player-generated
super
team building, I truly believe he lost a lot of respect from all around the league, especially like the guys that's analyzing the game, and a lot of older players. They just truly believe that he took the easy way out on winning a lot of championships.
We've heard it. We've heard it from like Clive.
Yeah, you can't help but
Clive
there have
Frazier,
been several older players. Yeah,
Dr. J, other people. There've been. You're right, Al. I think that's a fair take. That some people just didn't like it because they saw Michael go to a historically bad team, Chris, in the Bulls, who had never won anything.
Right.
He didn't leave. He stuck around. He built his thing up and then became champion 6 times. So I think.
Right.
That's why people look, here comes the resident LeBron. I'm going to turn my headphones off because it's GW in Cincinnati.
GW?
He's calling. for Chris Broussard here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports
GW
Radio.
is a smart man. What's up, brother?
Absolutely. Hey, Chris, I appreciate that. And Rob, it's shade as usual. I appreciate it, baseball guy. How you doing, Chris?
I'm great, my man. I'm great.
Well, let me
to
go
hear
ahead and
from
answer
you.
this streak. So far, Rob is 1 for 4 because I'm like Mo, I'm like Brandon, the other caller behind before me. That whole ABL stuff, that stuff is so passe. It's 2019 like. It's played out. Nobody's doing that anymore. And like Mo said, the Nets have been nothing but goofballs all year, Chris, including Kyrie, who takes off when he wants to, James Harden, who was fat and sloppy, hanging out at the script club before he became a Net, and then you had KD with his burner's account, and he will always have this.
GW, they could ball out. Kyrie he shot 50% from the field, 40% from three, and 90% from the free throw line. He had an unbelievable season, his best season in the association. And Kevin Durant and Harden was unbelievable at the point. Chris wanted to vote him MVP if it wasn't for him missing those games. So he had a great year. You're talking about goofballs. Those guys are ball players.
Hey, there nobody
Am I right,
on
Chris?
earth. Well, nobody in their right mind would deny that they can ball. But GW's got a point, Rob. They're touched.
GW's had too many Montgomery
They
and
can
ribs.
hoop. They can hoop, but they touched. That's all. Touched. It's special. They
And we
special.
you talking about that ABL is 2019, and you still talking about burner phones? That's 2017.
KD said
Let it
he
go.
Still got some. He said
Nah,
on
but he
some
didn't get
podcast
busted like he
still
did 3
hadn't
years
got
ago.
busted. He probably got about. I bet you he's got 27 of them burner accounts.